Hi, welcome. My name is Charlotte. I love colorful and sparkly makeup. This is going to be my June update for the Deck of Panning Project Pan. I know this is going up a few days late because these last few days have just been way too hot to film. We've had all the shades drawn and the idea of putting up hot filming lights was just not an option. But I also wasn't wearing makeup during those days, so I didn't get any extra time, so I'm not cheating. As always, this project was created by Emily. Her channel is called Emily and Max. I will have her linked below, as well as her introductory video to this project in case you're interested in learning what it's all about and potentially taking part yourself. But this is a gamified project pan based on a deck of cards, which I have here. I'm very excited to draw a few new cards. I have a couple of rollouts, and I'm going to start by going through my progress from the last month. So I'm going to start with the oldest product in this project, which is something that I rolled in for the prompt oldest back in January. So I chose my oldest blush. This is the ColourPop blush sticks in the shade Roosevelt. This is where I am right now. I haven't been good about doing progress photos for this, but I do have like a starting photo. So before I roll this out, I'm going to show you a more detailed comparison. I'm not rolling this out this month. However, I did hit 27 uses this month, and my goal with this is basically my ideal goal is to finish up the remainder of this year. But with any longer term item that I roll into this project, I'm giving myself the option to sort of reassess at 30 uses. So my more practical goal for this item is 30 uses, and I hit 27, and 10 of those uses are from this past month, so I was able to like step up my usage a little bit more for this one. So I'm not rolling this out, but I do want to roll something new in, so I'm going to roll in a 6th item to sort of like prematurely replace this, I guess, just because I'm so close to my goal. But I'll continue to use it over the next month. I'll certainly continue to go to the 30 uses, and then if I use it more than that, I'll just count that toward my progress in this project, and I will update you with like a good proper comparison photos next update. But over the last month, I have started taking advice from one of you guys from a comment, and I have been combining this with other things more often. So usually that's just like putting this down as a first layer and then like layering on top like whatever blush I actually want to wear that day, which doesn't really give me the effect that I'm going for because everything that I top over it obviously looks more like this color than I want it to, but I don't know, it's been a way to continue incorporating this while not feeling like totally bored of it. I think it was my April update, I rolled in for the prompt duo a pair of blushes, the Phytosurgence Skin Spark blushes in the shade Ember, and then another one in the shade Swelter, which I already rolled out last month. But I wanted to get 5 uses on each of these. They are brighter shades for me. This one in particular is like a pretty bright, vibrant orange. I did have 2 uses on this before the last update, and I used it an additional 3 times this past month. I am wearing this today, topped over Roosevelt, but I hit my 5 uses on this quite early in the month. So now this duo will be fully rolled out, and I'm gonna replace those with something new. Sorry, I'm going in no particular order. I have this eyeshadow that I also rolled in, I wanna say in April. This is Potion from the Beauty Bay Midnight palette, and I rolled this in for the prompt. I wanna say it was in it for the long haul because I expected this to take a few months. My goal is to hit 10 uses on this. I have a little bit of this just on my outer corners today. I started out making slow progress with this one. I only had 2 uses on it in my May update, but this past month I used it an additional 4 times. So I'm at 6 total uses now, 4 more to go. And this is like a really perfect summer shade for me, so it's possible that I'll be able to roll this out before the next update, but I wouldn't be that mad if it was staying around longer than that. I had another kind of duo of products. I'd gotten the prompt has a pan, which is where you choose something in your collection that already has a pan, but I thought when I initially saw it that it was hit a pan, and then I was disappointed that it wasn't hit a pan. So I decided to roll in 2 eyeshadows, one that already had a pan and one that I wanted to hit pan on, and they're 2 very similar shades. So there's this glitter topper from LA Girl called Holo-Glam, and this single shadow from Looxi called Salted Caramel. This was the one that I wanted to hit pan on, and I hope you can see I have hit that pan. It took me 5 uses to hit this pan. I'm pretty happy with this pan. This for me is like a decent sized pan, and I love iridescent blues. I love topper shades, inner corner shades. This is exactly my jam, so it's nice to have this visible usage on it. And then for the one that had already had a pan, Holo-Glam, I wanted to use this 5 times, and I did. So both of these are rolling out, and I'm probably just going to be rolling in one single item to replace them. This last item is a bit of a fail. This is the Byredo Mineralscapes palette, and I rolled this in for 7 uses just on the whole palette. I was having a little bit of trouble reaching for this because of the grayness in the color story, and I do feel like the shades on this tend to all look pretty gray on me. They're a little hard to differentiate. The formula is supposed to be like that luxurious, satiny kind of formula, very elegant and flattering on the lids, and I don't mind the formula, but I don't find it spectacular. I don't find it like all that flattering. And of course it's not an exciting or sparkly formula, which I knew. I just was not as impressed with it as I was hoping to be. And so that combined with the way these tones just end up looking on my skin tone, I've been having some regrets with this palette. I think I might end up reselling this, but I love the color story in and of itself, and I want to give it some more chances, so I'm going to keep this in the project and try and hit those 7 uses, but I've only used it 3 times, and basically I didn't like any of the looks I got out of it. I don't know, it always felt like I was having a bad makeup day, or like I kind of wanted to wash it off. So 4 more to go on that, but I'm not super excited about it. I'm now going to pull 3 new cards. So I have 2 items that are moving out of the project and 1 that is close to the end, which I'm not really replacing, but I'm just adding a 6th to give myself something else to focus on after I hit those 30 uses. I'm going to shuffle. I have 1 joker in this deck, and I have pulled out one of the black aces because black ace corresponds to get out of jail free. I already got one of those early in the year, and I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to pull it out after that so that you only have the chance of getting 1 more black ace for the rest of the year. I don't know if I've always remembered to pull it out in every update, but I have never gotten another black ace so far in the project. But just to show you, this is not in the deck right now. It's not an option for me to draw. 8 of hearts. King of diamonds. King of spades. Okay, so the prompts these correspond to are, for the 8 of hearts, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I think that's an easy goal. And then I got a red king and a black king. And the red king is hit a pan and the black king is has a pan. So that is a bit of a repeat from last month, but they're still fun prompts. Okay, that took a second, but I feel like I've got some choices I'm happy with. A couple of challenging products in here. So first, for my easy peasy lemon squeezy category, I am rolling in this setting spray. This is the Fix and Glow from Makeup Revolution. This is truly an easy goal. I think it's kind of hidden a little bit by the pattern on the packaging, but it's about there right now. And this has just been sitting around for a long time. I often forget to use it, even though theoretically at the back of my mind I'd like to have this out. It's just kind of taking up a lot of space for a very tiny amount of product. So this will hopefully be a rollout by next month, maybe. My goal is to finish that. For Has a Pan, I'm rolling in this Super Shock highlighter from ColourPop in the shade Lunch Money. This has looked like it's almost done for about a year and a half. So theoretically, I've been wanting to finish this. It's a really, really easy everyday shade for me to wear. It's what I wear most days anyway. Not today actually, but usually it's really easy for me to reach for this. I have been tracking my cheek makeup actually this year. So I can tell you that so far this year, I have used this 55 times. It doesn't always make super visible progress, but in any case, my goal is to finish this. Like theoretically, I'd like to finish this year. I don't know if I'll end up finishing it within this project or if I'll just use it the 30 times and then roll it out so I can have something new. But I mean, I would like to finish this before the end of the year, and it's always more fun to do that kind of thing within a project. So that's my goal for this. That's my ultimate goal, is if possible to finish it. So I'll check back in with you after 30 uses. And then this is another kind of ambitious one, but I would like to hit a pan on this Looxi shade. This is called Social Butterfly. It's a really beautiful shade. It has a little fleck of different shade in the pan. By the way, that's just because it flaked off of the other shadow, but this is like a rose gold with a gold sparkle. It's one of their like beautiful, sparkly, elegant formula shades from Looxi. One of their best, in my opinion. I don't wear golds or like gold adjacent shades very often, but I think it would be nice to have a reason to reach for something like this throughout the summer, like high summer. This kind of toasty rose gold is a really nice shade for that time of year. The other thing is that I recently ordered some Looxi shades, and some of them were shades I'd never tried before, but I also ordered a backup of my favorite shade, which is Angel Wings. I know I have a lot of this left, but I don't know, I just like, there's weird stuff going on with Looxi. I was like worried that they were gonna close, and this is one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. I got a backup, okay? The new pan I got of that same shade is a completely different formula. It's dry, it's less sparkly. I'm kind of worried that Looxi has permanently changed their formula. So while like my Looxi shades are my absolute favorite, I'm like a little bit hesitant to reach for them these days, especially the ones that I think I might like potentially finish, like Angel Wings. Most of them I will never finish, but Social Butterfly is definitely from like their glory days, and I should be reaching for it. I shouldn't be saving it for a special occasion. I just need to like enjoy these beautiful shades that I have without thinking about whether I could get them again someday in the future. So I'm rolling this in to hit pan. I don't know how long that will take me because I'm definitely not as close to pan as I was with Salted Caramel, and it's a lid shade, so I might not wear it as often, but we'll see. So that is going to do it for this update. This has been super hectic and haphazard. I'm just trying to fit this in the middle of the work day, and there's a lot of people doing yard work. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your own project panning is going very well this year. I look forward to seeing everybody's updates for this project. Subscribe if you want to follow along with my project. Don't forget to like this video before you go, and I will see you very soon. Bye!